106-degree day, that lasts till about 6:30 in the morning. It's just like a dew. This here is a picture of the Sumagrow and the non-Sumagrow. The Sumagrow's got the capillary roots, hair roots, got the main brace roots starting in. The non-Sumagrow just had the main roots. There was no hair roots. Considerable difference between the Sumagrow and the non-Sumagrow. This right here is our 2-year plot that back in 2011, me and Dave, we applied Sumagrow to this field. We had kindly forgot that it was out there. We had a few neighbors started stopping in. They'd ask, hey, what's going on up there? And then one time my brother, he said, hey, you need to go up there and you need to check that field out. That thing was hard as a brick when I planted it. And he said, them beans look really good up there, so you need to go look. This man right here that's looking at these beans is from that coffee shop down there at El Dorado named Willie. And that happens to be Dean's influential customer. One day Dean was standing over at Hattiesburg and he walked out there and he met a man named Mr. Ray Pettis. Mr. Ray Pettis told him, hey, you need an influential customer, somebody that can be trusted in the community to see this product in action, to where when people hear what he has to say, they believe him and don't question it. That's Dean's influential customer right there. Look at them soybeans. We did 2 checks on them beans. They did really well. This is at about a half a mile of my cousins there that made 50 to 60. The first check made 49.975. The second check made 50.125. I went right out of them beans into some 6-bushel beans. Okay, now, a while ago I was asking about them them enthusiastic people, so here we go. We're going to vote. Can anybody see the difference here? Okay. On the right-hand side, Sumagrow, non-Sumagrow. On the left-hand side, Sumagrow or non-Sumagrow? Okay, on the right-hand side, who thinks that's where the Sumagrow is? Raise your hand. On the left-hand side, who thinks that that's the Sumagrow side? See, that there's a lot of people up in our area that they can come by and they can windshield a crop and then they can send it into the USDA and they can figure out how much corn we're going to raise for a year. That's called a windshield job. That's exactly what this is right here. But whenever you go out there and you look over the fescue and you look into this corn, here's what you see. The right-hand side looks like this right here. First thing you see on the right-hand side, which is the width, Sumagrow, you see a viable tassel. You see an ear. You see silk. It has a chance. If it would just have rained, it had pollinated. On the left-hand side, that corn right there, it had already shot its tassel. It had already pollinated. There was no silk. There was no air. That corn was already done from that point on right there. One of them there times that my brother went down there and he said, you need to take some pictures down there to Hattiesburg. So I jumped in the truck just right away and I went down and we had a really good looking cornfield right here. It had a Sumagrow applied to it. I took a picture of it. That happens to be the one here on the left. That corn looked really good. If it would have just rained any at all on it, at that point, would have still made 150 or 60 bushel. It still didn't rain on it. It rained out 1.78 inches from the time it was planted till the time it was done. And it made about 71 bushel, which happened to be the best corn that I had. The neighbor's corn right across the road, there's what it looked like. If you look real close, see that building right there? That's the building right there. That's how close this corn was to that corn. Now, what we're working for is a healthier soil. That happens to be my sweet corn right here. I had to water that sweet corn about every night. My intention was to check the Brix level. David had told me about how the Brix level was. I was going to do my best. I pumped my well dry 3 times watering this sweet corn. As you can tell, I watered the tar out of it. You can still see the clods in it. The Brix level, when I checked it on there, was 28. I went to a training meeting. Dr. Alan Williams showed me what that Brix level means. That's good. That's excellent. 28 is excellent. We went down to a commercial grower, and we bought some commercial corn, and we tested it. It tested 6 on the Brix level. Whenever you're eating at their 6th, which is poor, Brix level, it's like, you throw it over your shoulder, you do something else with it. There is a considerable difference between 28 and 6. Anything above 12 is a lot better sweet corn. I mean, 28 is superb. David had some. We checked it. Refractometer only goes to 30. We figured it was 32. That was really sweet corn. Good stuff.